digital technology and media literacy. So this chapter will enable you to understand digital media and other technologies that support teaching and learning. Its impact and applications will define the purpose of the digital tools that help teaching and learning be a part with other institutions in the 21st century. Successful learning through a time plan. Students learn differently. Some are visual learners, while others are auditory and tactile learners. No matter what kind of learner you are, you engage yourself in the processes of learning, planning, implementing, inspecting, and evaluating your learning activities. So during the planning stage, you identify your targets, determine your existing knowledge about the subject matter, and determine the things you still want and need to know about the subject matter. You also need to determine the requirements, materials, resources, time, environment, and learning conditions. Then, you also plan how you will act on the planned targets. So during the implementation stage, you take actions and engage yourself in the execution of your plan during learning your goals. You reflect on the actions and strategies taken and determine whether they are working effectively or not. So in the evaluation stage, you reflect and determine whether you have met your targets, then determine if there is need to change or rework on the strategies for better achievement of your learning tasks. So the learning processes can be interpreted into 4 steps called the time plan. So we have here the four parts of time plan: the target, implement, monitor, and evaluate. So for our target, we have here some questions such as, what do I want to achieve? What is my existing knowledge about the topic? What else do I need to know and learn about the topic? So for the implement, we have here, what resources and tools do I need to meet my target? What actions will I take to make my targets happen? And what strategies will I use to meet my targets? Next, for the monitoring, are my resources and tools helping me to meet my target? Do my actions work well in making my targets happen? And are my strategies effective in meeting my targets? Next step in our time plan is to evaluate. Have I achieved my targets? In what stage did I do wrong? Do I need to revise my actions and strategies on how I implemented the plan? And what actions and strategies will I take to make my learning more effective and efficient? This time plan can further assist both teachers and students whenever they want to learn by themselves new hardware and software which can be integrated in teaching and learning. For the target, we have to determine the hardware and software you want to learn in which could be of help in teaching and learning. Next is to determine how these hardware and software can help you in achieving your targets. Next step is the implement, wherein we need to determine the processes and procedures you need to take to accomplish your target. And we also need to determine how you will learn the hardware and software using guidebooks, online tutorials, or peer tutoring. Next step is to monitor whether your actions are taking you closer in meeting your targets, whether the instructional aids such as book, online, or peer tutorials are clear and effective in teaching and achieving the end results of your target. Next is to evaluate. We need to determine whether the actions taken were effective or not. Determine if the hardware and software can be integrated in teaching and learning. And we also need Determine if there is something more you need to learn which you did not learn during the implementation stage. And lastly, we need to determine whether you will take the same actions or think of different moves in learning new hardware and software application.
The impact of digital media applications in education. It is a fact that the learning dynamics in the classroom have changed due to the presence and integration of digital media applications. It was mentioned earlier that the interactivity feature of digital media enriches the teaching and learning process in education. In reference with the cone of experience of Edgar Dale, it indicates that students generally remember 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, and 50% of what they hear and see, 70% of what they say and write, and 90% of what they do. When students are as much as 80% of the information given a chance to hear, see, and interact with the learning environment, they can remember integrated into teaching during instruction. Enumerated below are the reasons why digital media applications are important in education. Number 1. It appeals to a variety of learning styles. Number 2. It ensures for all students learning. Number 3. It assists teachers in meeting diverse learning styles. Number 4. It enhances learning process. Number 5. It engages and motivates learners. Number 6. It gives learners the chance to explore on the subject matter and other topics related to it. Number 7. It provides learners the enjoyment to create their own interactive digital media presentations. Number 8. It increases self-esteem and confidence among students. Number 9. It develops critical and creative thinking skills and technological skills of the students that are required of them in the 21st century. Teachers can use digital media software both as a productivity tool and as an interrogation tool. PowerPoint and Keynote, being considered as digital media software, can be used by teachers in presenting their lectures to introduce concepts and theories. When used as productivity tool, teachers are actually demonstrating to the students how to use this digital media software properly. Therefore, teachers must be careful in doing their presentations. Rules in doing proper presentations must be observed so that students will be given an idea on how to use this digital media software when it is their turn to use it. When digital media software is used as an interrogation tool, teachers can in fact design their presentation which gives students access to manipulate and interact directly with the software.
Good day everyone, I am Bonites and today I will be going to discuss digital tools that support learning. So first we have technology as tutor. So first, let's define what is tutor. Tutor is defined as a teacher guide, usually individually in a special subject or for a particular purpose. When an individual wants to learn a software or application that is new to him, he can OPT to ask help from his peers or read instructional books. He could also OPT to choose technology as his tutor. Technology as a tutor is a teaching machine that teaches new content to students, since digital technologies can be accessed anytime. Thus, technology-based tutorials can likewise be done anytime. The students of these generations are more encouraged and self-directed to learn new applications due to the embedded tutorials that can take them through a step-by-step procedure in creating specific tasks. Technology-based tutorial is a complete lesson in a specific speak offered via technology, including presentation of information, practice exercises, and feedback. Students engage themselves in web-based lessons to learn, practice, and discover. There is also this intelligent tutoring systems or the ITS that provides students with detailed, personalized support in learning. ITS is a type of educational software that tracks student responses, makes inferences about strengths and weaknesses, and then tailors feedback and subsequent instruction to improve performance. A remedial material is likewise provided. Instructions, or the CAI, are other names of intelligent tutoring systems. A good example for technology-based tutorial is the WebQuest, which is an inquiry-oriented lesson format where all information the students need comes from the internet. WebQuests are teacher-designed lessons that make use of the internet to solve problems presented by teachers for student inquiry. So next, let's proceed to technology as mind tool. Mind tools are technology applications that allow learners to simulate, organize, manipulate, visualize, or reflect on data, information, and objects. Also, mind tools are knowledge-building tools that allow learners to think critically about the matter they are studying. The semantic organization tools like databases and concept mapping tools and knowledge-building tools like simulations, visualization tools, hypertext, and hypermedia are some of the examples of mind tools that promote student learning using technology applications. Media authoring software, expert systems, and modeling tools are other examples of technology mind tools. First is database, a type of software that organizes data for easy and quick retrieval of information. For example is Access and Spreadsheet. Next mind tool is collaborative database. Its purpose is a special type of database that supports a shared process of knowledge building. It engages students in a problem-solving process. For example, Wikipedia. Next mind tool is visualization tool. Allows the learner to picture or represent how various phenomena operate within different domains. Example, Read Write Think helps in the creation of Venn diagrams, spreadsheet, and inspirations inspire data. Next mind tool is concept map, a graphical tool to organize and represent knowledge. For example, Bubble Us, Wise Mapping, Inspiration and Kidspiration applications, and word processor. Next mind tool is simulation. It provides a simplified version of phenomena, environments, or processes that allow students to interact with or manipulate and observe the effects of those manipulations. For example, Oregon Trail, SimCity, Microworld, a type of simulation software that allows learners to manipulate, explore, and experiment with specific phenomena in an exploratory learning environment. Interactive physics enables learners to build and test mechanical design models. Next mind tool is hypertext, a non-sequential or non-linear method of organizing and displaying text. For example, HTML, web development software. Next mind tool is hypermedia, a hypertext with media elements, for example, images, sounds, videos, animations, and others. For example, HTML, web development software. Last mind tool is digital storytelling. Enables learners to reflect, represent, narrate, and communicate their views, facts, and information. For example, iMovie, GarageBand, presentation software like MS PowerPoint, and Apple's Keynote. For the last topic, we have other technology tools to support teaching and learning in the 21st century. Hardware and software tools. First, we have electronic interactive whiteboards. Encourages students to interact with the material projected on the whiteboard. With the use of the software supplied with the whiteboard, Teachers can keep notes and annotations in a form of electronic file which can be distributed to students when requested. Some electronic whiteboards have the capability of recording the instruction as digital video files and may be posted in the internet, which can be grabbed by the students anytime they wish. Next, hardware and software tools is digital still and video cameras. Digital still or video cameras are helpful in creating printed and video recorded documents that are being required of the students. These tools are no longer too expensive since cameras are already available on mobile phones. Students can create video podcasts known as BAUTISTA with the help of free software like GarageBand or Photo Story 3. Next is web camera or webcam. It is a small video camera that can capture the events at a particular location. This can be accessed using the internet. Next is WebQuest. These are teacher-designed lessons that make use of the internet to solve problems presented by teachers for student inquiry. An inquiry-oriented lesson format in which most or all the information that learners work with comes from the internet. Video podcasts or podcasts used for the online delivery of on-demand video content. Lastly is virtual field trip, a structured online learning experience that virtually brings the students from one place to another through the internet. That would be all my report. Thank you.